Hey, what's up, guys? Got a lot to talk about today. We've got some market updates to go through. But first, sign in the yard and then off to get some donuts. Be right back. Signs in the ground. Time for some donuts. All right, that was a little harder than I thought, but found some donuts with the car driving by, of course. But before we go in and eat these things, you got to see the haul. I can't control myself apparently, but check it out. Unbelievable. All right, can finally do some work. So wanted to come at you and just talk a little bit about a couple stats with the housing market. Obviously with coronavirus going around, we've got 10 million or more people unemployed. So it's hard to not think that real estate would be impacted. But anyway, I'll just have a couple quick stats for you. We'll take a look at that, discuss it. I'll give you a little insight on what I think is going on, and then that'll wrap up the video. So looking back on April, we had a full month of quarantine, right? Shelter in place. So when we look at this, March had, I don't want to talk about March because it didn't have a full month of the current state that we're in. So if we look at April and we say, okay, the entire month essentially was shelter in place. What's happening as far as real estate goes? So new listings this year in April, we had 6,016. Now, if we back up and we say April of 2019, how many did we have there? And it was 7,591. So this year in April, we had a 21% drop in new listings. So that is certainly a significant number. I can tell you anecdotally from my own experience with my own clients, there's a lot less to choose from. You know, there are particular price points that with more homes, but generally speaking, we don't have nearly as many listings as we would expect, 20% less. On the flip side of that, the number of homes sold in April actually went up. It only went up 2%. So I wouldn't say that's a significant number, but we did go up 2% from 4,300 and change closed last April, meaning 2019's April, to a little over 4,400 April 2020. So a few more closings. Really what that tells me is we had a really successful February and March because it takes 30 to 60 days to close, which means if we did something at the end of February, we close in April. So I don't think that the closings necessarily were impacted. One good thing there, one kind of silver lining, is we can look at the real estate market and say, okay, even though we have a huge boom in the number of people who are unemployed, it's not impacting closings. So it kind of makes me want to ask a deeper question of like, okay, so who's unemployed and why isn't it impacting real estate? But probably time for a different video. We can talk about that. And I'll give you more opinions than today, where I just want to talk about some facts today. But anyway, it was a crazy day. Good thing I got started with way more sugar from those donuts than I needed, but PJ Murphy's knocked it out of the park. It was amazing. Had a property go under contract today, so things are still happening. We do look a little bit different in this market, but anyway, I do appreciate you tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm just getting that thing off the ground and running, and I appreciate all the support, you guys. Talk soon.